In my opinion, this is what US30 will do next. Alright, so before I get into this US30 market update, please let me know down below in the comment sections what pairs do you trade. Do you trade Forex pairs? Do you trade metals? Do you trade indices? Please let me know down below. I'm very curious to see. Alright, so now let's get right into this top-down analysis. I'm starting this top-down analysis on the daily time frame, and I will tell you exactly my opinion where I think US30 will head next, okay? But before I do, please do not take this for granted. This is just my personal opinion and I am not a financial advisor, all right? So straight from the daily time frame, I can tell you that right now US30 is in a consolidation phase. So we can see that since January 23rd till February 17th, which was this last Friday, US30 has been pretty indecisive, has moved in this range right here between 34.5k and 33.5k. Okay, this was the range US30 consolidated in. Now, in my opinion, I think that in this near future, like this upcoming week or maybe 2 weeks from now, we would see a breakout out of this zone. Okay, we could see a breakout either to the upside or to the downside. Now, you know me, I really like to check the market structure because that's basically how I get my direction bias for the market. And right here, we can see that we had this structure right here. Let me actually use the path. Okay, we had this structure, high, higher low, and then we broke this higher high right here. Okay, for me, the wicks are also breaks of structure because if we go on a lower time frame, like let's say the 4 hour or the 1 hour, okay, in this case, this was actually a wick, but usually there is a candle closure right above this high, okay, if we go on a smaller time frame. But in this case, this was actually news, okay, this week right here was because of news. So to be honest, in this case, which is a pretty rare case, this isn't actually a break of structure. So for me, the range we are currently in is still from this low right here to this high right here. I'm not taking this week into consideration because this was literally a artificial week. That's how I like to call it. Okay, so knowing this, we can now go on the lower time frame, which is the 4 hour, and from here we could actually mark some levels, okay, some key levels in the market. And we can see that we have a very strong key level right in this area here. Okay, let me actually mark it and then place it where I wanted it to be placed. Right here, we can see that this level has been tested multiple times, and now it looks like we grabbed liquidity here. Okay, it looks like we literally grabbed liquidity. Okay, let me actually, this is how I like to mark up liquidity. And 1 second, I will tell you exactly what I mean by that. What do I mean by liquidity? We have 1 low, 2 lows, 3 lows, 4 lows here, okay? And then price did what? It came, it grabbed the liquidity below this low, it faked a lot of traders out, it stopped a lot of traders out, and now it started to move into the right direction. So to be honest with you, I do expect US30 to move to the upside, okay? I do expect this scenario to happen, okay? Now, as I said, I might be wrong, but this is my bias, okay? This is my bias. I have some confluences that I like to stack up in my favor. We can also see that it literally rejected from one of the most important fib levels, which is the 60 level, of course, in my opinion. Also, for the people that do not have time to trade Forex every single day or still struggle being profitable while trading Forex, but still want to get setups like this, I highly recommend you check out my free signal group on Telegram. The link is down below. This setup was literally sent today. It was a buy limit pending order. All we do is send pending orders because like this, every single one of you will be able to make profits from the signals. And this one was sent in the VIP. Of course, if you want to upgrade to the VIP, where we do VIP live weekly coaching sessions every single week, you can do that from the free signal group. Okay, enjoy and thank me later. It has a clear as day rejection from here that it wants to go to the upside. Okay, so I would be more keen going into next week to look for buys on US30. Okay, I'm not telling you that this is exactly what's going to happen, because like I said, this is just my bias, this is just my personal opinion. Now, to be honest, if it was me, what I would do next is I would probably go on the 1 hour, to be honest, and on the 1 hour I would wait for a entry. What do I mean by that? Well, on the 1 hour I would wait for a break of structure. Okay, that's the first thing that I have to see. So a break of structure, I would like to see a break of structure here. Okay, in this zone right here, I would like to see this high being broken. All right, so price would probably have to do something like this, and then on the retrace, that's when I would probably place a buy limit, okay, based on the fib levels, because I really like to use the fib levels for my entries. Okay, I'm not saying that the fib is the end all be all indicator, I just like to use it as a tool. Okay, it's not like a strategy based type of indicator for me. No, it's literally just a tool that helps me with the entries. That's literally it. It's nothing more than it. Okay, so I would have to see a break of structure to confirm that there's a sign of strength in the market. Okay, and then I would enter at a discount level. Discount levels are very simple, are the 60 levels on the fib. Some people like to enter at the 50 as well, but me personally, I like to enter at the 60 or the 78. That's just me. Of course, there's pros and cons with both, because if you are more picky and you want to get a bigger risk to reward and try to get in at the best discount levels like the 60 or the 78, yes, the pro is that you will get a very good risk to reward ratio. But the downside is that sometimes price might retrace only towards the 38 or the 50 and then take off from there. So you got to accept the risk. Okay, you want a big risk to reward, then you have to accept the risk and understand that, okay, if I want this, I need to understand that there's gonna be times where I would literally miss the trade. Okay, and you gotta be okay with it. You gotta be okay with it, and you gotta be disciplined. Okay, you gotta stay disciplined. That's the key. So for me, going into next week, this is something that I would probably look at for US30. And to be honest, this is pretty much the top-down analysis. Okay, I just want to keep it super simple. I don't want to make it too complicated because there's no need to. I just wanted to give you my 2 cents on what I think will happen next with US30. Okay, it is super simple. I think that everyone understood why I would look for this. Okay, so on the daily, we had this range that was bullish. Then on the 4 hour, we marked up some key levels. We had this super key level here, and price just literally grabbed liquidity below it, which is another confluence for us. Next up, we also see that price rejected from a very important fib level, which again, it is another confluence for us. And next up, I would wait for a confirmation entry. Okay, I would wait for a pullback. I would wait for a break of structure. Then I would wait for a pullback, sorry. And then after I see a bullish confirmation here, like a candlestick pattern, that's literally what I'm going to look for. That's when I would enter a buy, place the stop loss, take profit would probably be in a new high around here. And to be honest, that could be a trade idea for next week. Okay, this is basically my top-down analysis for US30. All right. So that being said, please make sure you're subscribed to not miss out on content like this in the future. And if there's any questions, please drop them down below. As always, I'll make time to reply to every single one of you. And that being said, I wish you all a lovely day, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.